If you're thinking about ending your relationship right now, I need you to first pause and take a breath. What I'm about to share could save you thousands of dollars, months, or even years of stress and potentially protect the well-being of yourself and your family. When I went through my own divorce over 15 years ago, I felt lost and overwhelmed. We were civil, but trust was broken, and I didn't want to negotiate directly. I needed legal help, but feared the skyrocketing costs. Unfortunately, my worst fears came true. What started as an amicable split quickly spiraled into a bitter legal battle. Endless back and forth letters, rising legal fees, and mounting stress that only made things worse. Looking back, I realised that all those reactive legal moves didn't change the outcome. It just drained our finances and destroyed our relationship. That experience led me to create a better way, one that helps couples separate with respect, clarity, and financial peace of mind. Choosing the right path from the start can make all the difference. For more than 5 years, my team has guided over 3,000 everyday Australian couples through separation and divorce with a 90% settlement rate. Our purpose is to assist everyday Australian couples achieve a respectful, just and equitable separation. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the 3 biggest mistakes I see couples make when ending their relationship, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. Let's be honest, separation is rated as one of life's most stressful life events, but making uninformed decisions during this emotional time can turn a difficult situation into a nightmare that follows you for years. Based on my own first-hand experience, and after speaking with so many couples who have gone through it, I've seen legal fees blow out unnecessarily based on fighting and arguing over points that are based on emotion and really don't change the outcome of the separation. I've watched couples damage their relationship beyond repair because they didn't have the right guidance early on and chose the wrong pathway for their separation or divorce. In the last 5 years, we have helped countless couples who had initially tried to keep things simple and tried to DIY their separation, only to discover that their agreements were not just inequitable or even valid or enforceable, leaving them financially vulnerable in the future. This video isn't about scaring you. It's about empowering you to make decisions that will protect your future, your finances, and your family relationships. Many couples make their first big mistake thinking, we're so friendly, so our separation will be easy. Even in the friendliest separations, tensions can rise when dividing assets or arranging time with the children. What feels fair to you might not feel fair to your ex, even if they say so. Take Sarah and Michael's story. Married 12 years with 3 children, a family home, investment property, and superannuation. They planned to split everything 50-50 without legal advice. Sarah worried that questioning their agreement would upset Michael and strain their co-parenting relationship. When working with Sarah and Michael, it was revealed that the agreement was not within a just and equitable range of what the courts would be likely to accept. Without the right process, many couples like Sarah and Michael end up with an unfair agreement or a relationship that can end up in conflict without careful handling and support. Let's look at another common error that couples make in relying on verbal agreements or informal written arrangements that aren't legally binding. I can't tell you how many people come to us years after separating because a former partner has decided to claim additional assets or change the financial arrangement they'd agreed to. Without proper legal documentation, these people have limited protection and lack the proper documentation required to facilitate a change in property ownership. One couple, Justin and Lisa, had separated 5 years ago. They'd written their property settlement on a piece of paper. Both signed it and went their separate ways. Justin received a lump sum cash payment and kept the family home, while Lisa kept her business. 5 years after the separation, Lisa's business had suffered significant losses and was on the brink of closing down, and Lisa decided the original settlement wasn't fair. Because they never formalised their agreement legally, Lisa was able to reopen the settlement and make a legal claim. Proper legal documentation isn't just paperwork. A valid and enforceable agreement offers protection for both of you as you move forward with your separate lives. Finally, My big piece of advice is the realization that trying to do everything yourself to save money and doing things quickly quite often means you'll have to spend more money fixing mistakes later. Many couples turn to generic online templates or try to navigate the complex legal system without proper guidance. Then they are shocked when the courts reject their settlement applications or when they realise they've overlooked significant asset values, debts or entitlements. I remember working with a couple who had spent nearly a year trying to finalise their own separation using a DIY online service. They spent months negotiating only to have their paperwork rejected by the courts multiple times. By the time the couple came to us, their relationship had spiralled. They were still legally tied together and were frustrated by the significant amount of time lost on failed applications as opposed to receiving professional help from the start. The reality is that family law is complex, and what applies to one couple might not apply to another. Having experienced professionals guide you through this process isn't an unnecessary expense. It's an investment in getting it done right the first time. What's the better approach? Based on helping thousands of couples successfully navigate separation, here's what works. First, we use a structured process led by a family dispute resolution practitioner to help parties stay respectful and settlement focused. Having a neutral and impartial third party guide your separation keeps conversations productive and focused on solutions rather than emotions. Secondly, getting legal clarity before making any significant decisions is paramount. Understanding how the law applies to your unique situation helps you avoid costly mistakes and gives you the confidence to make the right decisions. At Simple Separation, we provide a process that contains fixed-fee, independent legal advice for both parties, so you know exactly where you stand without worrying about mounting legal bills. This approach typically saves couples thousands in legal fees and months of back and forth unnecessary legal letters. Thirdly, making your agreement legally binding protects both parties. Proper legal documentation, whether through a consent order application or a binding financial agreement, ensures your settlement is valid and enforceable and provides certainty for your future. What makes our approach at Simple Separation different is that we offer all the required components under one roof, with transparent fixed fees and no surprises. We also work with both of you rather than pitting you against each other through separate lawyers. Our team includes mediators, divorce coaches, carefully selected third-party family lawyers, conveyancers, and people who have been through separation themselves. We understand both the emotional and legal sides of what you're going through. Whether you've already reached an agreement or are still figuring things out, we support both paths, making sure your outcome is legally sound and fair. And importantly, we service couples Australia-wide, including all rural, country, and statewide. If you're thinking about separating, or if you've already separated but haven't legally finalised things, don't make the mistakes we just discussed. Protect your future, finances, and family relationships by getting it done right from the start. Click the link below this video to book a free 30-minute call with one of our separation specialists. We'll review your unique situation, explain exactly how we can help, and guide you through the next steps clearly, calmly, and confidentially. Let's ensure your separation is respectful, affordable, and legally binding so you can confidently move forward. I'm Christina Salvo, and I'm the founder of Simple Separation, and me and my team are here to help you separate respectfully, quickly, and affordably. I've been through exactly what you're going through and have carefully designed a process that will set you up for a quicker, fairer, and more respectful separation. We are passionate about helping everyday couples achieve a fair and equitable outcome. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more guidance on navigating separation and divorce in Australia. And if you know someone who might benefit from this information, please share it with them. It could make all the difference in their lives.